This looks inside too much. So we need to do the front here.
You definitely don't want to go through the ginormous and long-lasting swelling that a chin implant causes. Point number 1, establish with your surgeon how you want to make your chin look with the help of a chin implant. For instance, do you want to increase the drop of your chin? In other words, lengthen it in a downwards direction? Or do you want to effectively lengthen your jawline by moving your chin further forward, which is known as increasing the anterior projection of your chin? Or do you want both? Or do you want something else completely? On that point, a chin implant can be custom made to suit your needs if there aren't any ready-made chin implants on the market that suit your needs. That's if you can afford it, of course. Now, if you're a woman, you may want your chin implant to give your chin an ever so slightly pointed shape, because in a woman, an ever so slightly pointed chin is highly attractive.
Not a round shape, a little bit sharpened to just the tip of the chin, like that.
Now, a chin implant is an example of a procedure that can be very easily reversed or redone if you don't like it. You know, if your chin is still receding a bit afterwards, or if it's still round and bumpy as well.
This looks inside too much. So we need to do the front here.
Okay. As you know though, it's much better to get it right on the first go, because you definitely don't want to go through the ginormous and long-lasting swelling that a chin implant causes for a second time. I'll cover that point in more detail in a bit. Now, since you're hoping with your chin implant to beautify the front part of your jawline, then why not go the whole hog and improve the rest of your jawline as well at the same time as your chin?
And we will think about the whole jawline together with the end part of the chin, and then we.
A beautiful face is characterised, amongst other things, by a well-sculpted and well-defined jawline, in particular at the edge of the mandible, which I've learned from someone else's video is known as the gonial angle. Jawline liposuction, jaw shaving and jaw implants are procedures that can improve both the gonial angle and the rest of the jawline, and they can possibly be done at the same time as a chin implant. Another way to give a jawline definition and make it look sculpted is in a non-surgical way, jawline filler.
Time to do a little jawline definition, and today we're going to work on the back of the jawline. The neck lightly blends with the mandible angle, and it always looks so photogenic when we can make it pop a little better. I'll use half a syringe of Radius.
Now, obviously, making further enhancements to your jawline depends on a range of things, whether you want it or need it or can afford it, and whether or not you're actually a candidate for any such procedures in the first place, having no contraindications that prevent you from having those procedures. These are things that you establish with your cosmetic surgeon in advance of your surgery. Point number 2, filler is another way in which we can beautify the chin. We can make it bigger, we can improve its shape. And as you know, unlike in surgery, you're awake, you're alert. You can feed back to your injector while he or she is injecting you. A filler should last 1 to 2 years. I personally recommend Radius. I absolutely love it. It's long lasting, it looks brilliant. I have it in my cheeks and in my nasolabial folds. As you know though, if you're going to keep having filler, forever in order to maintain the beauty of your chin, before long it will work out more expensive than a chin implant. However, you might not care. A filler can also be used to fill the gaps that may be left by a chin implant.
Do adding here, or if you want you can have filling.
So
filling here.
Add another implant or change the implant?
Yes, change the implant maybe, or if you want you can have filling here for give you a jawline.
Point number 3. A fat transfer is another way in which we can beautify the chin, make it bigger, improve its shape. I had that done to my chin in 2007 and I was thrilled. Honestly, it really boosted my profile, boosted my confidence. The thing is though, it only lasted a couple of months. Now that was in 2007. As I understand it, today's fat transfers last a lot longer. I don't know why. Maybe because they use a different type of fat from our body, or because they do something to the fat to make it last longer before they inject it into wherever it's going to go, or for some other reason. In any case, again, as in the case of filler, if you're going to keep having fat transfer fat transfers to maintain the beauty of your chin forever, eventually it will cost more, or will have cost more than a chin implant, but again, you might just not care. And again, like filler, a fat transfer can be used to fill in any gaps that may have been left by a chin implant.
Maybe permanent filler, not non-organic. Organic permanent filler from your body, or we can.
Point number 4, check with your surgeon how the implant will be inserted into your chin. I think there are 2 methods. Number 1, through an incision made at the base of the chin from outside your face, and number 2, from inside the mouth through the gum. Ask your surgeon the pros and cons of whichever method he or she plans to use. Be educated. Oh, in case you don't know, I'm Gina. When I made this video, I was 46 and my cosmetic surgery journey was ongoing. If you're enjoying this video, do give it a like, and do also subscribe if you haven't already done so. Point number 5, ask your surgeon what material the implant will be made of. It's usually silicone, but just ask, you've got nothing to lose. Point number 6, be prepared to look like an absolute monster for about a month after your chin implant, because the whole of the lower half of your face will be swollen. And when I say swollen, I mean ginormously swollen. Well, I personally found it really traumatic and I felt I looked hideous. I was just so self-conscious of it. It took about a month for the main part of the swelling to go, and then another 1 to 2 months for the rest of the swelling to go. But the thing is, if you get a really good result at the end of that time, then do you actually give a toss about, you know, how hideous you might have looked before while you were recovering? I don't think so. And hopefully the stunning chin that you'll have will last you forever, and you know, the healing that you'll have had to go through will be behind you. So as you can see, it will be worth it in the end, as long as you get a stunning result. And just don't worry about the swelling. Honestly, I promise you it's only temporary. It will go away completely, even if it takes up to 3 months. Point number 7, especially in the first few days after your chin implant surgery, it's important to avoid putting any pressure on the chin. So like, don't rest your chin on your hand like that or anything, and you know, just don't put any pressure on your chin in any way, because it might dislodge the implant. I'm under the impression that that's actually a piece of advice that we have to follow forever. It's certainly a piece of advice that I have been following for all these years. It is quite an easy thing to do. Now, you may possibly be interested in having a facelift. And in this video, I tell you what I wish someone had told me before I had my facelift. I'll see you there.
Here, maybe some fat injection.
How is that going to give me definition?
Well, not much thing to do for the depression here.